Hi and welcome to FreeDO Hub. Today our lab is on Mcrypt. We learned symmetric encryption and I'll show you how can you encrypt files using Kali Linux. So that's an operating system that we'll be using today. It's used for penetration testing and cybersecurity. Now in order to install it, you'll have to go to downloads and look for the variant which you want to install. If you want to install it on your computer itself, I would highly recommend that you install it on a virtual instance, because if you install it on your computer you might play with the bootloader of the computer and later it would be difficult to get rid of the bootloader as a dual operating system on your computer. So if you want to install it as a virtual instance, the option is available over here. You'll click on that and then you can use either Hyper-V, VirtualBox or any other software, VMware, etc. Since VirtualBox is free, we'll be using this one, and you can go to VirtualBox website. It's a free software that we use for virtualization. You'll click on downloads and you'll be able to download the version of Windows or Mac operating system, Linux, etc., depending what kind of operating system you're using. Once that's done, make sure that you have virtualization enabled on your computer. So you'll have to go to the BIOS of computers, and there you'll see an option of Intel virtualization. You'll have to enable it to make sure that you can run virtualization on your computers. If this thing is not enabled, you'll not be able to virtualize any operating system on your computer. Now virtualization is that you'll not disturb the base operating system on your machine. It would create a virtual instance of another operating system. So this virtual instance would be hosted on your host machine, and you don't need to worry about if it's going to affect the base operating system or not. So since we are using VirtualBox over here, you have two options. Either you can install the virtual instance of VirtualBox over here, or you can go back to the main site and you can download the ISO version of Kali Linux. In ISO version, you'll be installing the for operating system yourself. I have a complete tutorial on how to install Kali Linux on your computer. You can find it on my channel. So since we have already installed, we'll be just learning how can we use Mcrypt in order to encrypt files. So this is our Kali Linux. We have installed it on our computer, and in order to run Mcrypt, we'll open the terminal window over here, and as you can see, this is our terminal window. Let me zoom it a little bit so that you can see it clearly. Now as you can see, we are on a normal prompt, and in Kali Linux, if you're installing anything, you'll have to be logged in as a super user. So in order to log in as a super user, I'll pass in a command called sudo su, and it would ask you for a username and password, maybe whatever you have provided when you were installing it. But if you're using a virtual instance of Kali Linux from their website, the default username and password would be Kali. Now it didn't ask me for a password because I have elevated the privileges by passing certain commands, so it doesn't ask me to enter the root password over and over again. Now since we are installing Mcrypt is by default not installed on the operating system, which is Kali. So in order to install it, we'll type sudo and then I'll type apt and then I'll type install and then the name of the software, which is Mcrypt. Now once that's done, you'll press enter. It would download the file. It would ask if you would like to install it. Press yes, and it would continue the installation of it. Now as you can see, it has been installed, and if you want to see the Mcrypt if it's installed or not, you'll type Mcrypt and then two minus signs and list. So here you can see list of algorithms which are supported by Mcrypt. So if you are encrypting any file, you can use Mcrypt to encrypt them in any of these different kind of algorithms for encryption, etc. So let's clear the screen over here by typing in clear, and now we are back to Mcrypt. Now we'll have to see that if we have any files of any sample files or text file in our root directory. So in order to check that, we'll type ls to list the files, and we can see that there is no file, no text file available over here. So in order to create a text file, we'll type in a command called nano, and then I'll type in sample, for example, and I'll press enter. Now that's an editor which is built in on Kali Linux, in which you can create certain text files. So I'll just say that this is a sample file. And once that's done, I would like to save the file, and as you can see, it's shown up here that you'll have to press command or control X. So if I'll press that, it would ask that would you like to save it. Press yes, and it would save it. Press enter, the file is saved. Now if you want to see that if the file is saved or not, you'll again press ls, and you'll be able to see that sample file is available over here now. Now if I want to read the contents of this sample file, if I want to open it again, so I'll type in a command called less, and then I'll type sample, and it would show that this is a sample file. Now since now we have seen the file, we would like to encrypt the file. So in order to encrypt the file, I'll type mcrypt, and then I'll type in name of the file, which is sample. Now it would ask you for a password that you would like to have on that file. So for example, I would have a easy password on this one. Now the file is encrypted over here, and if now we list it, now you can see a file which is sample.nc. Now this nc means that the file is encrypted, and we have a file sample over here. Now just to make sure that we have only encrypted file and this file is deleted from here, we'll have to pass in a command in order to delete it from this. So we'll type in rm sample, so it would delete the file. Now we'll list it again by passing ls, and you can see now we have only sample.nc available on our list. Now I would like to read the contents of this file, which is sample.nc. So in order to read the contents of it, I'll type in less sample.nc, and it would say that it's a binary file. You want to see it. I'll press OK. Sorry, I'll have to pass the command again. So if you want to open the file, you'll pass sample.nc. It's asking if you would like to open it. Press Y, yes, and you'll be able to see the content of it. And as you can see, it's a binary file, and you cannot read anything in this one. Now if you'd like to decrypt the file again, you'll type in a command called mcrypt, and then if I want to decrypt the file, I'll type in -d, and then I'll name the file, which is sample.nc. Once I'll press enter, it would ask me for a password that I provided earlier. So I'll provide the password, and it is say that the file is decrypted. So in order to see that if it is decrypted or not, we'll type in ls, and now you can see a sample.txt, which is this one, is there now. And if we'll try to read the contents of it, we'll say less sample and press enter. You can see it's written this is a sample file. So that's how we use Mcrypt in order to encrypt the files and to read the content of it by decrypting it, and we can even delete the files, set different passwords. So that's how the symmetric key works. I hope you understood. That's it for today. Thank you very much.